Hi, I'm Eric Summerer, and here's what's coming from the Dice Tower
Well,
this week.
good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Dice Tower news for December 3rd, 2012. It's hard to believe that the year is almost over. Well, let's get straight to the board gaming news. We're in that time of year where there's not a lot of board games being announced, but there are certainly tons of them being released. So keep an eye out. There are just board games coming out all over the place. But we did want to talk about, we have some news. Academy Games put up 1775 Rebellion, which is a sequel of sorts to their 1812 game, and they put it on Kickstarter. So Academy Games is yet another company going onto the Kickstarter train. Days of Wonder has posted some free scenarios for Memoir 44, so Merry Christmas. You can go download those and play those. Cryptozoic has announced Batman Arkham City Escape. I don't know if this is because of the popularity of Batman or because of the popularity of the recent video games involving Batman and Arkham Asylum, which got really rave reviews. So that'll be interesting. And there you can get some victory point chips on Kickstarter, which is another accessory that you can add to your games. Our news story of the week is that Domino's was inducted to the Toy Hall of Fame. Well, congratulations to Domino's. Although I have to say the Toy Hall of Fame is kind of a weird thing. They a few years ago they inducted the stick, which is, the stick is a toy, but come on now, what's next? The box, the string, a piece of paper we found in the backyard, other kids. Okay, but anyhow, congratulations to Domino's. They beat out a few other games, including Clue, which I would have liked to have seen Clue to get in, but at the same time, Domino's is pretty much a classic. On the Dice Tower Network side of things, Ludology has released episode 45, where they talk about, with Eric Zimmerman, about emergence, where something emerges from a game that you didn't expect or didn't see on reading the game rules. Little Metal Dog, episode 49, where he has some more stuff from Essen. This time he has a whole lot of interviews that you can listen to. On Board Games, they talk about Board Game Geek Con and have a pile of reviews. Plaid Hat number 71, it's email night, they say. And so they answer a lot of listener emails. Not Just Another Gaming Podcast number 23, they give a full review of Descent 2.0. And they talk about several new games and also interview designer Andrew Parks of Core World. And the D6 Generation has released a new podcast with a surprise guest, Stephen Bonacore. And then they also do a very in-depth review of Mage Wars. And then this week, the Dice Tower will be releasing our number 283, in which we talk about games that we don't like, but it seems like everyone else does. But that's not it. Lots of game reviews. It's a full, jam-packed, a little bit extra long of an episode. Lots of stuff for you. For video reviews this week, Ryan is going to be taking a look at Terra Mystica, a very popular game that was released at Essen, Myrmez, a game about ants, and Chicken Caesar from Nevermore Games. The Hoyers will be taking a look at the iOS version of Can't Stop and a game called Fabula Rasa. And as for me, I'll be taking a look at Boom and Zoom, a two-player abstract game. Basically, you have pyramids going around shooting at each other. A kind of Pictionary type game, but with objects, Morphology Junior. A look at from Dice Hate Me Games, Viva Java, a game about coffee. And then Exodus, I did a preview on this one, but this is the full-blown version. Twilight Imperium Light, Is It True? A look back at No Thanks, one of the games from the Fictionary game series. Samurai Sword, which is kind of a theming of Bang. A small two-player Japanese card game called R. A cooperative game, Robinson Crusoe. And then a game with chopsticks called Chop Chop. I also have a mini review here of these card sleeves. There's not a lot that I can say, so I didn't do a full review on these. But these are card sleeves from a new place called Alchemy Supply. Now, if you've never used card sleeves in a game before, you know that they can be very handy. There's also different quality. There's real thin, we call them penny sleeves. These sleeves are thicker than that. And what you do for one of these is you'll stick a card in that. Now you'll notice though that this card kind of slides around in this plastic sleeve. That's because this is a sleeve for a regular size playing card. What Alchemy Supply also has are these other cards that are more specifically made for the size of cards that you will have in many of the games that we talk about. And this makes the card much more protected. I use them quite often in games where you pass the cards around or always switching cards because it protects them. And then there's even these smaller ones, as Ryan Sturm calls these, the Hobbit size card sleeves. And so you can use these for your smaller cards needs. So these are all available from Alchemy Supply. I also wanted to mention that if you missed all of our Christmas shopping guides, we posted 8 of those last week. They're on the channel. We have a playlist for those up. And yes, I've heard the calls for more playlists. I will get those going eventually. It is some work to put the videos in playlists, but we will get that done as time goes by. Very exciting things in the future. You definitely want to listen to our podcast this week because we have an announcement that I'm really excited about. Also, you can always check out the news 3 times a week from Remy Gibson, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or you can go to, and that's on iTunes, by the way, or you can go to GameSaluteNews.com for all the board gaming news that you want or need. We have lots of videos and lots of things coming that I'm very excited about. You can always find out all this information at Dicetower.com. Until next time, I'm Tom Vasel.
Find all this and more at Dicetower.com. See you soon.
Shut the door!
That's right. Shut it.
Shut the door.
When there's so much entertainment in the world, I don't know why anyone would choose the Dice Tower.